Why most people die before 85. The hidden mistakes you can still avoid. They say age is just a number, but for millions, that number never reaches 85. Not because of fate, not because of genetics, but because of silent, daily choices that slowly steal time from their lives, while they're too busy to notice. In this powerful reflection, we'll uncover the overlooked mistakes, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that quietly lead people to early death. And most importantly, how to reverse the damage before it's too late. Let's begin. 1. They stop moving, so life stops moving through them. Movement is the language of life. In youth, we run, climb, bend, and stretch without effort. But as people age, movement is replaced with sitting, and then stiffness, and then slow decline. Muscles weaken, joints ache. The body forgets what it means to be alive. But here's the truth. Most people don't grow old and then stop moving. They stop moving and then they grow old. Lack of daily movement shuts down the lymphatic system, reduces oxygen flow to the brain, and weakens bones. It increases your risk of Alzheimer's, cancer, and cardiovascular disease, not slowly but steadily. The fix? You don't need a gym. You need commitment. A 30-minute brisk walk a day. Stretching every morning. Dancing when nobody's watching. Squatting. Reaching. Laughing while moving. It's not exercise. It's survival. 2. They stop drinking water and start drinking poison. As people age, their thirst reflex fades, even though their body still needs hydration just as much. But instead of water, many turn to sweetened juices, fizzy sodas, or worse, alcohol to numb the stress. What they don't realize is that dehydration is often disguised as headaches, fatigue, dizziness, poor digestion, mood swings. Over time, chronic dehydration stresses your kidneys, thickens your blood, and elevates your risk for stroke, dementia, and urinary infections. The fix? Begin your day with 500 milliliters of warm water with a pinch of sea salt and lemon. Carry water with you. Drink even if you're not thirsty. And skip the sugar drinks. They aren't hydration. They're slow poison. 3. They keep eating like they're 30 until their body can't take it anymore. Our digestive fire weakens with age. But most people never adjust their eating style. They keep consuming excess sugar, fried snacks, white bread and processed carbs, seed oils, late-night heavy dinners. Their metabolism struggles. Inflammation builds, and the result? Diabetes, gut issues, cognitive fog, early death. You don't die from one burger. You die from the accumulation of choices that rob your body's vitality. The fix? Eat light but nutrient-dense. Favor foods that nourish, not burden. Steamed vegetables, leafy greens, lentils, omega-3 rich seeds, bone broth, fermented foods like curd or kimchi. And stop eating 3 hours before bed. Your body deserves peace, not digestion battles while you sleep. 4. They ignore their sleep and pay with their lifespan. If you think staying up late or getting by on 5 hours of sleep is fine, let's be brutally honest. Sleep deprivation is slow suicide. It shrinks your brain, weakens your immune system, increases insulin resistance, and even contributes to Alzheimer's. Yet most people stay glued to screens late at night, scrolling, binging, escaping. They don't sleep, they crash. And every time they do, their cells age. Their heart takes damage. Their memory fades. The fix? Sleep at the same time every night. Turn off screens 1 hour before bed. Keep your bedroom dark, quiet, and cold. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Respect your circadian rhythm. It's not negotiable. 5. They stop having purpose, and that kills faster than any disease. Want to know a secret? The healthiest communities in the world, like the Okinawans in Japan or the Sardinians in Italy, don't just eat vegetables or walk more. They have purpose. They have a reason to wake up, a reason to contribute, a sense that their life still matters even at 80, 90, or 100. But most people, once retired or lonely, stop feeling needed. They let boredom rot their mind. They feel invisible. And that quiet hopelessness leads to depression, heart problems, and yes, early death. The fix? You don't need to save the world, but you need to feel needed. Volunteer, mentor someone younger, learn a new skill, tend a garden, share stories, create art, start something. Purpose doesn't retire, it expands. 6. They don't heal old wounds, so emotional stress ages their body. Science now confirms what ancient wisdom knew. Emotional trauma leads to physical disease. Bitterness, heartbreak, guilt, shame, when buried, create inflammation, stress hormones, and hormonal chaos. People carry grief from 30 years ago and wonder why their blood pressure won't drop. They never forgive their parents, and their digestion fails. They never cried after a loss, and their immune system crashes. The body remembers what the mind buries. The fix? Talk to someone. Journal. Meditate daily, even 10 minutes can calm cortisol. Cry. Forgive. Release. Healing emotions is not woo-woo. It's longevity medicine. 7. They surround themselves with toxic people or no people at all. Loneliness is the new smoking. You could eat kale, jog daily, and sleep like a baby. But if you feel unseen, unsupported, or socially isolated, your health will suffer. Studies show loneliness increases your risk of heart disease by 29% and stroke by 32%. And yet, many people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond live in emotional silence. They don't talk about their fears. They don't feel safe to share. They shrink emotionally. The fix? Nurture even one meaningful connection. Have tea with a friend. Call your sibling. Join a walking group. Say hello to your neighbor. You don't need a crowd. You need connection. 8. They worship medication and forget the root cause. By 70, many people are taking 5, 7, or even 10 pills a day. And yet, they're still not well. Why? Because symptom control is not healing. Blood pressure meds don't fix stress. Statins don't erase a high-sugar diet. Painkillers don't correct joint damage from decades of inactivity. Medication can be life-saving, but when it replaces lifestyle change, it steals years in disguise. The fix? Ask yourself, what's the root cause of my illness? And then gently but persistently begin to change. Eat to nourish. Move to circulate. Breathe to calm. Sleep to repair. Connect to uplift. Then, and only then, medication can support, not dominate your life. 9. They live in a constant state of worry. Worry is not a personality trait. It's a stress loop that burns out your adrenal glands, weakens your heart, and ages your face. Most people worry about money, children, health, the past, the future, but they rarely stop to breathe, to trust, to observe the moment they're actually in. The body doesn't know the difference between imagined danger and real danger, so it reacts always on alert, always stressed, and stress is the real silent killer. The fix? Practice daily nervous system resets. Box breathing, 4-4-4-4 pattern. Nature walks. Gratitude journaling. Deep touch, like massage or hugging. Saying no to what drains you. Calm is the new currency of long life. 10. They forget that death is inevitable, so they live like time is unlimited. Ironically, people who avoid thinking about death are often the ones who live in regret. They put off joy. They delay love. They procrastinate healing. They wait, and then it's over. But those who remember their mortality every day, they live intensely. They savor sunsets. They speak kindly. They laugh fully. They take care of their body because they understand it's a temple, not a machine. The fix? Live with awareness. Not fear, but reverence. Make every day your masterpiece. Final reflection. Will you be among the few? 85 is not an impossible age. It is entirely within reach for many, if they stop making the common mistakes that kill silently. This isn't about living longer just to survive. It's about living with energy, clarity, freedom, and presence. And that starts with your daily choices. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. But today, just today, can be your turning point. Drink water. Go for a walk. Forgive someone. Eat something real. Sleep early. Laugh more. love deeper, and remember, life isn't just about avoiding death. It's about creating a life that feels truly worth living, even at 85 and beyond. Hit that subscribe button and join us on a journey through the timeless wisdom of the older generation. Don't miss a single life-changing lesson.